Early May 1984, comic authors and artists Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird released the first issue of their collaborative comic, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a parody of the gritty superhero comics of the late 70s and early 80s. The violent and dark comic was a hit at a convention in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and quickly soared to popularity across the US. In 1987, the then-obscure Playmates Toys approached Eastman and Laird with a proposition, a toy line for the Ninja Turtles. In order to market the figures for children, Playmates and Mirage Studios, Eastman and Laird's publishing company, agreed to create an animated TV show and worked alongside Fred Wolf Films to make the pilot. The show skyrocketed to fame and quickly became one of the most popular animated series in history. Eastman and Laird used this newfound stardom to their advantage, and partnered with Jim Henson's Creature Shop to create the beloved 1990 film, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The major success of this movie, the highest-grossing independent film at that point in time, spawned two sequels, Secret of the Ooze and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
In 1997, Saban Entertainment would produce a new live-action TV series, The Next Mutation. This series introduced the first female turtle, Venus, who had an aptitude for mystic abilities and sported a teal bandana. Despite high ratings when first released, the show finished its run in 1998.
Now you see her. Now you don't! Gotcha!
The franchise went into a stall for the last years of the 90s and the first 2 years of the 2000s. While still producing video games and comic runs, there were no TV series or movies released. This period of stagnancy would come to an end with the release of the 2003 TMNT series. The show was produced by 4Kids Entertainment and featured a darker tone than the original '87 show. The overarching storyline and character development over the course of the first 4 seasons made the series incredibly successful. The later 2 seasons were named Fast Forward and Back to the Sewer, respectively.
This is some nice steel. How about telling me who gave them to you?
Yo mama.
A crossover movie including the '87 Turtles, '03 Turtles, and Mirage Turtles was released in 2009 entitled Turtles Forever. The franchise ventured into the realm of CG animation with the 2007 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. It had mixed reviews and a modest income. The film was mostly praised for its depiction of the conflict and dynamic between Raph and Leo. In 2009, Nickelodeon purchased the rights to TMNT from Laird. The first thing released after the acquisition was a comic run launched by IDW Publishing, which has over 150 issues and countless spin-offs. The comic is highly praised for its character development, rich and complex world building and backstory, art, and a dark and violent tone that harkens back to the original Mirage comics. It introduced new characters, such as Jenica, the 5th turtle in yellow, and reintroduced Venus in issue 129. The comic's run ended this April with issue 150, but it's set to be relaunched this July to create an easy entrance point for new readers. Despite the new comic run, TMNT had fallen into a franchise of nostalgia only, with little new content to look forward to. All of that would change in 2012, when Nickelodeon would premiere the new CG animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. The show was met with high praise for its character development, humor, and surprisingly dark themes. It brought the franchise back into popularity. The toys were some of the most sold in the 2010s. That wouldn't be the only thing TMNT released in the 2010s. Michael Bay produced 2 live-action CGI hybrid films that, while incredibly successful, were met with mixed reviews. They were released in 2014 and 2016 and ruled the box office for a collective 12 weeks. In 2018, Nickelodeon returned to 2D animation for their new series, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It gave the turtles new weapons for a period of time, mystic abilities, and made them all different species of turtles. The series was highly criticized for its stark departure from the original show and the focus on humor. The animation is truly incredible and is some of the best in the Western cartoon industry. Toy sales were lower than expected and led to the show being cancelled in the middle of its 2nd season. The show was planned to have 7.
Well, Leo, since you sell the fewest action figures, why don't you go ahead and jump first? Ignoring that...
In recent years, the show has become incredibly popular, with a fanbase that has urged for the show to be brought back. It's currently in the top 0.7% of television show demand, despite being cancelled for 5 years. The movie was released in 2022, with the tone being a stark contrast to the series.
Bad chance. We're not like everyone else on this planet. We are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Wait, did you hear that? What was that?
On August 2nd, 2023, Mutant Mayhem was released in theaters to critical acclaim and popularity. The film, produced by Seth Rogen, takes a new approach to the Turtles, having them voiced by actual teenagers and focusing on their desires of going to school and living a normal life. The movie also revolutionized improvised group voice recording. The series, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is set after the movie, with the first season releasing this summer. There will be a second season releasing in 2025 and a sequel film on October 9th, 2026. At CinemaCon 2024, Paramount announced that an R-rated Last Ronin film would be in development. The 2020 limited comic series brought back Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird for a final joint comic. The comic focuses on a dystopian future where only one turtle has survived and goes on a quest for revenge against Uraku Hiroto, the grandson of Urakusaki, or Shredder. The story is full of violence, adult themes, and has become ridiculously popular since its release. Few franchises have had as much impact on pop culture as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. With its 40th anniversary this year, a new slew of content is being released and introduced to a new audience. I have a feeling that we're going to be stuck with the Turtles forever.